Welcome to Comic Toy Reviews, and this is a review on the new Marvel Legends Constrictor action figure. This character has had a Marvel Universe figure, but he has never had a Marvel Legends figure before, so it's really cool to get a new villain for the Legends line. The back of the card looks very nice, and it says, "Cower before the crushing grip of this S.H.I.E.L.D. agent gone wrong." And before we get to the review, I'll show you what it also has. It has this sheet of paper called Tales of Terrax 5 of 6. It's basically a little bit of the history of the Build-A-Figure character of Terrax. And this has the upper torso Build-A-Figure of Terrax. That's right. It has this whole upper body section. That's what it has. And this character will have a separate review on this channel. Constrictor, quite an odd choice between going with Claw, Terrax, Constrictor. Hasbro is really going for more obscure characters as well, which is kind of good in that they're not just focusing on the big names and the big name characters, but giving us other characters that are not as well known and might never have gotten an action figure before. But oddly enough, Constrictor, he appeared in the Marvel Universe figures, and apparently Hasbro likes the character, so they gave him a Marvel Legends. And it's a good figure, and the most standout feature here are these coils. That's why he's called Constrictor. You can see these coiled weapons. But they really don't bend too well, surprisingly. It just kind of like hangs out there. You see what I'm saying? I thought they would have used that material that you might have seen like on Omega Red or the Sentinel when they have some type of tendrils like this, in terms of you could pose it maybe to plastic and it stays in place. You've seen that type of plastic before where you pose it and it stays in terms of the pose, like how you posed it. Here that's not the case, it just hangs out, which it's different. It's okay, I really can't complain, but it would have been nice if you could have posed it more. I like here the sculpted detail in terms of you could see it sticking out of the forearms, the weapons. Sculpted, it is raised and sticks out. Other than that, the costume here is pretty basic. I mean, this section is painted on. This section right here, painted on, but the face sculpt is new. This section by the feet is just all painted on. It's not sculpted detail. It is reused some body parts, and other than the head and the forearms, most of it looks like a reuse, but it works. It's a good mold. It's a mold that can be used for many figures. Here's the back view. To some details here. You can look at the face. You can see he has a grin on him. And the eyes are painted actually like a silver type color, which does work and makes the figure look better than if he had white eyes. And you can see the mask in terms of how it goes down here. The paint application is good on this action figure. It's nice clean paint application. No much shading, but you really don't need it in terms of this character and how he looks in terms of the style. It's a basic costume, but it does stand out as pretty good. Articulation wise, pretty good. Side to side, down is pretty good, and up. He has the in and out shoulders section here. You can see the articulation. Why that's good is for a character posing like this, you could pose the arms out or in, add some extra articulation there. Ball jointed shoulders, up and down, in and out. Bicep cuts right there. Spin that around. Double elbows. Forearm by the glove area has an articulation point. but the left hand and wrist, no articulation, and it is a closed fist. Right arm, right above the glove, you can spin that around, and there is no wrist articulation or hand, it's a fist. Kind of different that this character has two fists, which you usually don't see on a figure, but in this case it is appropriate since he shouldn't actually be holding a weapon, because this is the gimmick and this is what stands out about the character. Chest, up and down real easy and side to side, and the hips here ball jointed. You can go side to side, and you can go up and down, same thing here. And the upper thigh cuts right there has a double knee articulation. He has a articulation right here at the boot top, and the feet can go up and down. You can spin it here, same thing, up and down, and you can spin it. It doesn't have toe articulation though. Overall, he's really articulated, and he's a villain. Could have him fighting various characters. It's a good action figure constrictor. The only thing that he could have had maybe was a posable weapons would have been a little better. Well, a basic but a good action figure on the Return of Marvel Legends. So that's the review. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later. What's that? Omega Red? That mutant ripped off my weapons.